Good morning, you guys. It is time to kick off Vlogmas. Hey guys, good morning. It is the kickoff to Vlogmas. I am super excited. We have so much stuff that's going to go on today. Later on today, we are going to share my mom's Rugala recipe because today would be a saute Saturday. But first, it is also candle day. So it is 6:18 in the morning. I just made my coffee. I'm gonna go grab my shoes and we're gonna get in the car and we are gonna go score us some candles for $8.95 plus a coupon. You guys, with the coupon you end up spending under $6 for these candles that are $24 and $28.50 throughout the year. So I'm gonna go stock up for gifts and myself and things like that. I'm so excited. So let's go fight the crowds and grab some candles. That's right. You know you can't go to Candle Day without taking your expertise candle bestie with you in the store. So we are on our way. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at that line. Jeez, you guys can't even see it yet. There's gotta be 30 people online right now. Shoot. Well, I definitely didn't get here early. That's for sure. OMG, you guys. Okay, guys, so I did the deed. I made it. I made sure to get my cello bags and my boxes. It took me about an hour. That place was wicked insane, but it's a brand new store, so everybody and their mama came in here. But I did it. Candle day, check. Okay, guys, so it is much later, like much later. Like it is, oh, my coffee is still on my third cup today. I'm dying today, guys. I'm so tired. I actually came home and took a nap. I was exhausted. Like I said, Maya was up periodically throughout the night, so when I got home she was still up and I don't know what her deal was, but she climbed into bed with me and fell asleep, and she has never fallen in my asleep in my bed since she was like a newborn. Never. Like, she just can't sit still to lay in my bed, but she did, and she was passed out. So I slept for a little while. Lucky for me, Mason slept in, and then I got up and started working on my decorating. My intro this morning wasn't exactly how I wanted it to be, with the countdown to Christmas and everything like I did last year, because I'm not done decorating. So I was trying to rush and get that done, but I wanted to share this cookie recipe with you guys. Now I'm gonna do this a little bit more like vlog style as opposed to like a regimented recipe video, but let me show you what you're going to need for this recipe. So this is for cinnamon and sugar rugalas. Now this is my mom's, this is her recipe. She kind of always loved rugalas and she tweaked it to her own taste and her own recipe. And so this is something that we always have, like Christmas morning. My mom always has to make sure she has rugalas that go on a plate downstairs to the basement where we do our Christmas. So the recipe itself is pretty simple. Now it does call for 2 sticks of margarine, but if you guys remember a couple of grocery hauls back, I bought that tub. So that would, 2 sticks would convert to 1 cup of margarine. So I have 1 cup of margarine right here, and then I have 1 package, 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese. So we're gonna mix those 2 things together, and then you add 2 cups of flour. That's it. And then you put your dough in a ball, and we're gonna put it in the refrigerator for like an hour, and then once it's done, we'll cut it into quarters and we'll roll it out, and then you're gonna put a mixture. So we're gonna blend up in the blender some walnuts, because then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of walnuts, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and you'll mix that all together, and you'll sprinkle that over your rolled dough that we're gonna roll out. And then you add raisins. Well, actually she cuts it first. She usually uses a knife. I prefer to use a pizza cutter. I feel like it's a little easier. And then you literally cut your circle that you've rolled out into a pizza, like 8 slices. You go back and sprinkle raisins, you roll them up and put them on a cookie sheet and bake them for like 13 to 15 minutes or until golden brown, and they're so super delicious. It's almost like a mini cinnamon roll with raisins. So I actually said that when I made that food hack with the apples, that it tasted very similar to this, and that's why I was anxious to share this. So I'm going to get us set up so that we can mix these 2 ingredients together. We're going to add our flour and we'll get our dough into the fridge. Okay guys, so I blended together really well that margarine and the cream cheese. Now my mom always uses a blender, like a hand blender, to whip the cream cheese and the butter together. I don't like to do that because then you hand mix in the flour, and I always feel like then the cream cheese and the butter sticks to the blades and you lose a little bit. You really can't use the blades of that hand blender, or at least I can't, because mine's like super fast. I can't use it to mix the flour in. I actually asked my mom, you guys, for a KitchenAid mixer for Christmas, and not that I'm a baker, but there's so many things you can do with that, and I want to learn how to be better at it. And I know there's a dough handle for the KitchenAid mixer, and I would like to use that for dough. All right, so my mom was a little worried the tub butter might change the consistency of my dough, but this feels just how it should feel. So I made a nice little round dough ball, and now we're gonna stick this in the fridge for 1 hour. Okay guys, so it is 5:15, so I'm gonna let that sit for an hour, which gives me perfect time to make a dinner. So we're having stroganoff tonight. I actually have a cooking video for that, so I'll link it if you guys want to check it out. It is super delicious and very easy, few ingredients. So I'm gonna make that tonight, which is perfect. We have leftover salad from last night when we had pizza, and I think I have some kind of rolls that I can make. So should be a quick and easy dinner. I'm gonna put that together, clean up the kitchen a little bit, because we kind of make a mess when we roll out all of that dough, and see if I can continue putting a little bit of decorations up before we get to finishing up these cookies. Alright guys, so our dough is long ready, and you saw me blend the walnuts and get them ready to go, and then we added in the bowl 2 tablespoons of ground walnuts, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then a half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I stirred it all up. So now we're just going to take our dough and we're going to cut it into 4 pieces, and you're only going to work with a quarter at a time. So being that it works better when it's chilled, I take the quarter out and then I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator, and we're only going to work with this piece right now. Alright, so I'm going to put a little flour here on the table to start, and we're just going to smear that around. Definitely a little messy making these cookies, that's for sure. Let me slide you guys back a bit. Alright, so we're gonna roll this out as round, I guess, as possible. You wanna make this similar to like a pizza pie, because we're gonna cut it in like those 8 slices like a pizza. So So now we're all rolled out as good as it's going to be, and then now I'm going to, like I said, cut it. I was going to use a pizza cutter like I said, but I already have this knife out, so I'm just going to use this. So now we're going to cut it in 4s, and actually these pieces are kind of big. Should be able to actually get more out of it. Don't normally do that, but it rolled out pretty good. I hope there's not a problem with this dough because I used that tub margarine. But again, I do things on the fly with you guys, and then it either works or it doesn't. So alright, so I've cut my pieces, and you guys get the point. If you roll it out smaller, you're just going to do your 8 pieces, but you pretty much just need nice sized triangles. So now we're just going to take our mix and we're going to go and cover our triangles. That amount that we made, the 2 tablespoons of nuts and the sugar, that is per square. So just for the purpose of showing you guys, I only did it the 1 time. But when I'm doing this, I do what I did 4 times. So I'll put 8 tablespoons of nuts, 8 tablespoons of sugar, you know, and then 4 teaspoons of cinnamon, so that I don't have to make it in between each time. But for you guys, I'm actually gonna just show you this one batch. The oven's preheated. I'm gonna put the raisins on now and roll it up, and then I'm gonna bake off this one batch, and then I'm gonna end this video, just because it is already almost 10:30. So that's pretty crazy to me. It's been a really long day, and I don't want to fall behind on uploading my videos. So I can't even remember the last time I had a Saute Saturday actually go out on Saturday. And I actually want to try and get this out before midnight. So, and I have 2 videos that I want to put out tomorrow. So much craziness right now. Lots to share. And not a lot of time to share it in. But I have to say, I feel very productive today, even though I didn't do things as fast as I wanted them to. I also got a lot of decorating done today, which when these are in the oven, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek before the tour and show you what I've been working on. So being that this dough is a huge portion of butter, you do not need to grease the pan at all. And now we're just going to roll it up, and you're gonna roll with starting with the big side, and you're going to roll to the small side. And they look like that. And then you're just gonna put them on the tray. And now we're gonna repeat that all the way around. right, guys, so that's what I got out of that first one. So I end up with 11 pieces. I'm a little nervous about this dough. It definitely feels a tiny bit thinner than what I normally would have with my mom. And I'm wondering, again, if it's not using stick margarine and using that tub margarine, which people did warn me in the comments that may happen. But we're gonna put this in the oven and cross our fingers that this actually bakes up. If not, you'll get the idea for future reference. And I apologize, but all the ladies are blowing up my phone right now. Okay guys, I know I look like a hot mess, but this is like real life vlog style right now, right? Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys just a little bit of what I'm working on. We only get like 13 minutes in the oven, so I'm gonna show you this really quick for a minute, and then I'm gonna go and like work on some dishes and stuff while this is baking off, because as soon as this comes out of the oven, like I said, I'm gonna cut it, show you guys what the cookies look like. I'll write the recipe out again for you guys and put it in the description box in case you wanna try and make them yourself, especially since they're pretty easy. But okay, let me show you my little coffee station. I actually mentioned in my tour last time that my coffee pot is always blinking, and it's blinking right now, so I think that's really funny. But I started working on my little coffee bar. It's definitely different than last year. I was trying to kind of play the way that I did last year, but I don't know, I kind of switched it up a little bit. So that's what I'm working with right now. Definitely gonna add some more to it. It's not done. I cannot find that little block that said how many days till Christmas, which is the whole point of all of this. So I'm gonna have to do something else. If I can't find it, like put something else or a chalkboard somewhere. I have tons. I would just have to rearrange things because it's just a little cube that I had here last time. So that's kind of freaking me out that I can't find that. But then I worked on this little part of my coffee station. There's my elf sitting on my meal planner this morning. Little elf keeps asking for things. So first he messes with my cereal, and then now he's all about put some things on my grocery list because I'm hungry. Like, I don't know about you, elf. I don't know about you. So then I doctored up my little yum sign. This is probably like my favorite little part of the kitchen. I didn't really know that this was gonna be such a focal point for me, but I really love this yum sign. I had seen Kim from She's in Her Apron, Kimmy, I had seen her have this sign, and then Shelly from Shelly's Home Life, she had it, and then Madison went, and I think she got it for me and for Nicole. So I mean, to have this sign, I don't know, it's just, it looks so cute here in this corner, and I love changing it up for the season. So I did that, and then I worked a little bit on here. That's my dinner stroganoff on the stove. And then I started working over here, like adding some stuff. But I mean, look at the sink, you guys. Like, it's forever a disaster. Look at all of the bins. Like, there's bins everywhere. This is all the stuff that I just brought from downstairs, the bins, and this is the overwhelming mess that I just made making cookies with you guys. So lots to clean up, lots to do, and I'll be back to show you guys what the cookies look like when they come out. Hallelujah, you guys. They look and cooked up perfect. So my fear of using stick butter or margarine or whatever, it didn't affect it at all. Look, they just came right off, and usually my mom and I burn the first batch, so I'm happy that these came out great. I've been babysitting them because I already went and edited the rest of the vlog, so now I'm just waiting for this cookie part, and then I can upload. So it'll probably be darn close to midnight. But my goal is to get it up before. That's it. This way I officially got it up in time. So I'm gonna go work on that. That is them, guys. That is my mom's cinnamon and sugar raisin Rugelachs, which in our house is a guaranteed Christmas tradition. Alright guys, so that's it for Vlogmas day number 1. Fingers crossed I can get this out when it is still Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this more casual vlog style way of sharing a recipe. I wanted to do something a little different, but being that this fell on a Saturday anyways, this is how we celebrated our kickoff. So I hope you guys did not mind. I hope you guys try this recipe, and if you do, come back and let me know, because this is huge in our our house, you guys. This was sharing a big part of me because I've never had a Christmas morning without these cookies. These are just the epitome of what we consider like a true Christmas morning family tradition. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye.